Oh, hello. So as you can see from the title, this is a video where I'm just going to talk about how much I don't like Storm 4. And how it became a really bad fighting game in the long run. Which it is. It is a really bad fighting game. And to be fair, that's mostly because of the player base. Because the Storm series was never meant to be considered a competitive fighting game. Never was. Storm 4, Storm 3, all the Storm games were never meant to be competitive fighting games. They're meant to just be fan games. You know? Like, if you were a fan of this series, you would buy it, you'd get on it, you'd fucking pick your characters, you'd be like, oh, I can play my favourite character, yes! It's so fun! My favourite amazing oh, but Pen! I love Pen! My favourite character, that's what it was, right? You'd be doing that shit. And that was what it was originally supposed to be. However, the player base, including myself, including many people, were like, no, we can make this competitive. We can do this. There's enough here to do cool shit. You can do cool shit. You can be better than everybody else. You can learn how to get good. You can do it. So that was just the gist. Is like you learned how to get good at the game. And you learned how to get really good at the game. And after 8 patches, that's when the game went from, oh man, you know, very lively competitive community to absolute garbage. Especially like this. You know, collection interrupted, great. Yeah, it went like straight to fucking, oh man, this game has hopes, it's got great stuff. And then patch 1.8 comes out and oh my god, is it fucking terrible. And I'll explain why. So before patch 1.8, you could do this thing that was called combo glitch. Now what that was you could combo with a character, switch with that fucking character, and when that character was switched, he'd be able to combo while you're using the other character, and he would do the full combo, and you could do really, really cool like stuff with it. There was actually techniques that you could do with that. You could make fucking sick combos happen. You could do a lot of shit with that combo glitch. It was very cheap, admittedly. Like, it was a cheap thing, and it was unfair, especially if you were using Madara. However, it wasn't good in the long run, because, you know, people just started, like, using Madara constantly. And then it was like, alright, after 1.8, they patched it. Now, there was also air combat before 1.8. Air combat was, if you were in the air, you could basically do that after guarding. You could do that, and if you could do that, the gist is, that was air combat, and you'd have to be smart. Like, there was actually techniques you'd have to pull off to get past it. Like, see when you switch like that? There was actually a reason back then to do that shit. However, now it's just do it if the guy's dashing at the same time as you are. And there's still tech in this game, but it's not really as good as it once was. I think that's just the gist. And originally the game was like twice as fast. Like used to be like instant dashes and stuff. But back then it was so fast, and it made like the fucking. And this was what CC2 did wrong for its competitive player base. it made its casual player base like fucking go, oh man, we don't have a chance, please nerf all this like amazing stuff you could do before the patch. Nerf it! Please, CC2, nerf it! I'm gonna die if you don't nerf it! And then they did, they nerfed it, and it pissed off the competitive community so much, like most of us quit the game. They halved the speed, they removed like a lot of tech you could do. And with that type of shit, it just pissed us off and we were done. Now, back then there was tons of clans and first day fives that was going on. After that patch, there was no longer that many first day fives and stuff going on. The competitive community was just dead for a while. Oh, he got me. But, yeah. The competitive community was fucked. They catered to the noob community and pissed off the online community. Now, the online community in Storm is fucking garbage, I will tell you that right now. Like, there is no respect for the online community in this game. It's just cunts that think they're good and they're not good. And then there's cunts that are actually good, but they're way too much of an arsehole to listen to. Like, you don't want to fucking spend time with this guy. You don't want to fight this guy who's going to talk shit to you, do you? He's a fucking cunt, isn't he? And then the first day fives, which are... I'll explain what a first day five is, in case nobody knows. First day five wins, so if you were in 1v1 with a guy, and they would have to first to 5 each other, right? It'd be the first one to 5 wins. So you could get 3 wins and that guy could get 4 wins, and he'd need 1, you'd need 2. Right. Now, the Storm 4 community usually just makes shit excuses and that shit. Like, they'll go, oh man, fucking, you cheated. You spammed me. You're a bitch, I hate you. Like, that win doesn't count. That's the way the Storm 4 community acts. Clan Battles is even worse. Like, Clan Battles is just fucking terrible. Especially if it's like 3 versus 3 going on. Like, 3 fucking versus 3 clan battles, or 4 versus 4 clan battles if you were lucky. Which you never get a 4 versus 4. Not fucking once would you ever get that. But practically in 4 versus 4, it's like you have to get 3 lives each, right, for each of your members. So I'd get 3 lives, another guy would get 3 lives, some other guy would get 3 lives. Yeah, so we get total of 12 lives, and the other team would get a total of 12 lives. If I lost 3 times, that's my lives done, and I wouldn't be able to play. Now, the clan that I was a part of was fucking absolute trash, right? And I was the only good one in that clan. And yeah, I'm saying that because I'm being truthful about it. But that's the gist. Now what happened in those was, in those type of fucking fights, they'd always go, nah, you know, like, this is the shit my clan would pull off, right? So, if they were fighting a clan and they were getting their ass whooped, they would actually make excuses and say, hey man, he wasn't supposed to participate, and it was supposed to be this guy. And they would replace that member with the other member, and they'd be like, nah, we didn't lose that, that guy wasn't participating, we told him to leave and everything, when actually he was participating. And that was just the shit they'd pull off to try and win, because they were desperate cunts. Now that being said, they were NA cunts, so you know, it's not surprising. But yeah. Basically, just make excuses. They would beg, like, for extra lives. It was really sad. It was really fucking sad. Now, the online community today, for the UK and EU side, are fucking dead. Like, they are literally dead. It's so rare to find a good EU player. And that's what also makes, like, this game bad, is just, like, it's not the game's fault. I mean, it kinda is. But yeah, the UK side died, the NA side still living. It's still doing its thing. Oh yeah, and this also ruins this game, these transmitting, these shitty disconnects that only happen because CC2 can't program its fucking game. This happens so often, it really makes the game terrible as well. Like, CC2 can't fucking program good servers. They did an update to try and fix the good servers. Clearly didn't work. Clearly did not fucking work. But yeah, that's the thing. This is the Storm 4 community in a nutshell. Talk shit if you win. Talk shit if you lose. What do you call it? Make excuses if you lose. Make yourselves look like absolute cunts in clan battles. You know, you're supposed to represent your clan, and all you're doing is making yourself look like a cunt. Oh no, you didn't win. You cheated. Like, come on, he wasn't actually participating, man. He wasn't. Like, come on, guys, he wasn't participating. This guy was participating, you know, this guy. So, we didn't lose any lives. Come on, we didn't lose any lives. You know, that's just the thing. We still got 12. We still got 12, even though that guy lost, like, 1. We've got 12 now. Because the new guy's playing. We're just really fucking sad. But yeah. The community's trash. The online sucks. The game nerfed itself to the point where it's not as fun. And that's the thing. It's still fun, sort of. But it's nowhere near as fun as it once was. And for a guy like me that's played, like, this game since its release, that's fucking learned everything in the game, like, I can pull off every combo, every fucking sort of combo there is. It's just a really, like, massive fucking shame. Because Storm 4 is a good story game. That's what CyberConnect does. It makes great stories. However, it does not make good fighting games. And I don't know if it ever has. I don't know if it ever will. But this isn't a good fighting game. So I'm going to just do this one last match and then that'll be it. That's my personal thoughts. And why I hate Storm 4, even though I'm really good at it. To be honest, that also could be a major factor. Maybe I'm just good at it and that's why I hate it. Because I have fun learning a game, but in Storm 4 there's nothing left to learn. Like, I've learned everything. Like, I've done everything there is to do in this game. There's nothing really left from it. A perfect, huh? I mean, this guy's a new player, so I shouldn't really be surprised. It's also this type of shit that's really annoying, like that. Infinites. Yeah. That's just the thing. It's like, maybe it's just because like I've learned everything there is. And that's why it severely affects my fun of the game as well. And it's not just because the game's shite and the online community's shite and the gameplay's shite. It might just because I've learned everything. And that's maybe why I really have fun with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Because it's like, I've not learned anything in that game. Like, that game's new to me. I'm trying to learn all the combos, trying to do everything there is. That may be why I have more fun with it. So that's a fair point to give. But I've said what I've had to say anyway. This is why I really don't like this game. I wish I did like it. That's the thing. I wish I honestly did. I like some of it, but most of it I really don't like. So that's just the video, guys. That's the full explanation. I'll see you later. Bye.